So we're here at the Crooked Can Brewery in the Plant Street Market, which is one of my favorite places. We have Alan, one of the owners, and I'm so excited to get to know him and ask him kind of how this came to be. So how did you guys end up here?
So actually our founders, the original guys, went on a ski trip in Colorado, and we're bouncing around breweries and we're like, hey, you know what, there's nothing like this in Florida. So
Yeah.
Winter Garden at the time was kind of starting to blow up. It was coming back to life after kind of been a bit of a sleepy town, and they bought this lot where it was an old rundown apartment building, and we said, you know what, this would be a great place to put a brewery. So it's connected to downtown Winter Garden, which is, you know, one of our favorite things about the business. Is it's really a central part of the community, a place for people to come together and drink, you know, award-winning beer.
Right.
So we've been here for about 8 years, and we continue just to kind of grow and really be at the center of all things Winter Garden, which is what we love. It's our home.
Yeah.
And we love being that place. My family love coming here. My friends' families love coming here. And it's just an awesome place to gather, have a drink, and hang out.
So how do you make a beer? I don't even really know. So how does that process start?
Yeah. So really simple in theory beer, because it's always, and craft beer particularly, 4 ingredients. That's it: water, yeast, barley, and hops.
Okay.
And then all the different beers depend on how you put them together, how you age them, how you ferment them, what temperature you ferment them at, how long you brew them for. So a beer takes anywhere from 2.5 to 3 weeks for like an ale, to a lager that could take kind of 6 to 8 weeks.
So they stay in these vats for 6 to 8 weeks sometimes before the consumer gets to them?
Yeah, Florida Sunshine Lager, for example, our kind of flagship lager, because it's so clear, and it's called cool conditioning, which Budweiser made famous as a kind of a process for conditioning your beer. And it basically means letting all the particles settle. So the longer you let it settle or condition, the clearer the beer becomes.
Okay.
So a lot of your cloudy beers, your Hefeweizens, your ales, your stouts that are a little bit darker, much quicker fermentation and conditioning time. And then your clearer beers, particularly your Pilsners, your lagers, generally take a little bit longer to make.
So the $1 million question, what's your favorite beer? And you only get to pick one.
Ooh, that's a difficult question. But I think for sure High Stepper, which is our flagship, which is an American style IPA. It's 7%. It's aged a little bit longer than a lot of IPAs, because we do 7 dry hop additions to it throughout the process of fermenting. So we just keep adding layers and layers and layers and layers of complex flavor to it. And then you finish with this kind of, it's 7%, but really sessionable, light, citrusy, kind of mango, grapefruit flavored nose, and then just again 7%, so it's a great Florida winter beer.
Yeah. So I love that you guys can be found in stores now, because if we're moving people into Winter Garden and they maybe haven't heard of Crooked Can, it's a really nice welcome gift to say, hey, come check out the Crooked Can, come check out the brewery and the Plant Street Market and all that it has to offer. So I love what you guys have done for our town and our community. And I just love everything that you guys are about.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Let's go try some of that beer.
Let's do it, yeah.
Okay. Did you love that beer? That was so amazing to learn about how they got started here in downtown Winter Garden. But we're at the Plant Street Market that is attached to the brewery, and there's so many options here. You've got sushi if you're feeling like sushi. You've got more than cheese, which is amazing. It's cheese smothered anything you can imagine. You've got the butcher here that you could take anything home and make it yourself. There's a popcorn person, and then you've got Michael Alley's, which is a pizza place in a fire oven with baked wings. There's so many options here for everybody to choose from. You don't want to miss this place if you come visit Winter Garden.